Greetings, greetings. This is Body Culinary, and I'm just finishing up some of my early day chores so I can go and exercise. So sometimes I do have to move around my early day routine. So I didn't have any bananas because my sister has been plowing through bananas, which is good because I'm in a very warm climate, and so the fruit can it's like cooking in the heat, so it can go bad really, really fast. So as someone that doesn't like to waste, it's good when I see the food is being eaten, right, rather than it's just spoiling. So I didn't have any bananas, so I have still have plenty of mangoes, and wow. Let me share this. You see that? That's organic. That's a worm coming right out. So you know, people talk about organic. He wants his piece too. Now it might seem kind of gross to people that are not used to the garden or whatever. So needless to say, yeah, when you come to the tropics and you're looking at mangoes, whenever you see holes, that means that a little critter has gotten in there. So to compost because the this can break right back down into the soil and enrich the soil. I don't gross you guys out, but that worm is doing his thing. So people that want to be all natural, that's what all natural is about. You know, you have butterflies, which will lay eggs, which will make caterpillars, which will eat all your greens. So we'll go with these mangoes. And actually, I got these nice sized mangoes for about uh 40 cents US. So that's like a really, really good deal. So we're at the end of mango season. This has been a really excellent mango season. So I wanted to make a shake or some kind of a milk. So I will rotate it depending on what I have available, which is a good skill to know how to be flexible depending on whatever ingredients you have growing in the garden or whatever's available to you. So I'm someone that really, really loves mango lassi. And so for those folks that love Indian food, I used to really enjoy mango lassi at Indian restaurants back in the day, especially in Flushing, Queens. So I just made a fresh coconut milk, and I just used the mango to sweeten it. And the texture is just like mango lassi. So it's early in the day. I don't want to really wake up my taste buds and my appetite with a whole bunch of sugar. So these kinds of ratios and things can change depending on the person, how much calories you need, how much energy you're expending through physical activity, right? So it may be harder for some people to discern and distinguish how much activity they need. But I could say a really easy rule of thumb is if you have a lot of adipose tissue or fatty tissue, the fatty tissue that we don't want, right? Around the waistline, that's usually a good indicator that we're not burning off the calories that we're eating, and or we can have bloating, water retention from cheap salt and too much salt, even if it's sea salt, as well as old undigested food and undigested meals. So I feel like a really lovely way to have a nice balance. And you hear folks talk about a healthy relationship with food. It's beautiful. Look at that color. It's delicious. And it's satisfying. So when you're in the mode of preparing your food, it's a different channel to be on. When folks say, "Oh, I don't have time. I don't have time." But taking the time, this is no less time than it takes people to prepare fish or meats and things. And I don't need a whole bunch of dishwashing liquid. And this is easy on the digestion, and it's fresh. It has living enzymes, right? Your body's a living body, living brain, living organs. So you want to put living, whole, fresh food into the system that's colorful and delicious. And when you're moving around in the day, like let's say after a workout, I have really, really cute food bags. I always keep cute containers and bags to take my food on the road, and whatever family members are around me, I'll send them off with something. So if you have something very fragrant, it smells really good and delicious waiting for you after your workout, hey, greetings, then it makes it a lot easier. So it's just a channel switch. Quite often, I have people say, "Oh, it's so hard to eat clean. It's hard to eat vegan." If you just think of eating food, fresh food, and food that's cruelty-free, first to your brain and to your body, it's a different channel. And then you have what I like to call light bulbs keep going off. It's a very pleasant, enjoyable lifestyle. Now, it takes time, but just like it takes time for anything else, it takes time to clean your bathroom. It takes time to go to the bathroom. It takes time to have a nice, beautiful, clean space that's organized. But it's really just rhythm and habit. So I invite you all to put some time and invest into educating yourself. Doesn't have to be that big a learning curve. But the payoff is tremendous. Not feeling like you have to diet anymore. That's not even a consideration. Enjoyment factor is way up, which is really important for me to have enjoyment factor. As someone that had a lot of acne, it's a wonderful thing to not have to be concerned about acne and acne scarring and those rare times when I do get a pimple or something, perhaps around my cycle. I can track things because I know exactly what I'm eating, where the food is coming from. And I know that things are flushing out of the system, or if it's hormonal, I can track those things with my food, right? And it's a really enjoyable lifestyle. So I do have some almonds. I don't know if you can see, I have some raw almonds over here that are sprouting. So these are sprouting. So they get really big and swollen. So these don't grow a little tail on the end of them, right? So I got a great big old bowl of those. I've got chickpeas over here, which are high in protein, sprouting. And I also have my favorite, which is lentils, right? Big batch of lentils. And these sprout easily. So these are one of my favorites, right? And so I can do all kinds of things creative with that, because as I encourage you folks, like in the ways of our grandmothers, to learn how to use the whole fresh ingredients. The weight of your produce bags and your grocery bags, your hopefully recyclable bags, will go up and your food bill will go down. And so I don't worry about protein powders. Yes, I'm someone who used to take protein powders many years ago, and I used to do the whey protein many years ago. I did vegan protein powders, egg white protein powders. So again, just like with the hair, I feel free. I feel free from a whole bunch of products. And if you keep your skin beautiful and nice, you can decide to adorn yourself if you want, but you can also feel comfortable in your own skin. And I think, that's really a sense of contentment and peace. I don't have to run around, right? And then I'm getting all of these fresh nutrients directly into my body. And so it can come out of my system through the bloodstream and out of my scalp and into my skin. So I don't need a whole bunch of stuff and a bunch of products. I like to focus more on the fresh food. And then my sister, she forgot her sorrel. So I'm about to go ride my bicycle over and then share that with her. So let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments, how is your healthy food journey going? And are you consuming a large amount of fresh, whole, living, unprocessed foods? Do you find that it stimulates your appetite? Are you able to balance out how much fruit you need, how much protein sources? Are you able to be creative with those things? Are you able to get in your workout and your movement practice so that you can really burn those things off, as well as stretching out your back and opening up your joints? Are you able to incorporate all those things? If you'd like some coaching, because I've been at this going on 30 years, the second stint of consuming whole, fresh, living foods is about over 11 years. But again, I do want to know it's not about the labels, it's about the results, because everyone can benefit from incorporating more whole, fresh, living plant foods, whatever label you want to call yourself. I'd like to focus more on the behavior, cruelty-free, first to your own brain and body, and then taking into consideration the planet and the environment that we're getting the food from, that the people that are harvesting and growing the food are paid fairly, and properly, and that we're not taxing the planet, least harm possible, and food that makes you feel content and peaceful and satisfied, and is very nutrient dense. So if you got some value out of this video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of whenever I upload a new video. Check out the puppet series, Sister Butterfly and Sister Monkey Learn to Eat Better, which is 10 short episodes on this Body Culinary channel. And do go on over to Instagram and to Facebook to keep up with what we're doing with food and fitness and in the garden. And on that note, create a great day on purpose. See you soon.